One marine ecologist, Alyssa Gaiman, discovered beds of dead mussels while on a walk in Vancouver. She joins me now, a marine ecologist with the Kahai Institute, an adjunct professor at the University of British Columbia. Also with me, Emily Carrington, a professor of marine biology at the University of Washington. I'm so excited to talk to the two of you because I think this is incredibly important. Alyssa, first, you told the Washington Post that this is the first time you've ever seen anything with this magnitude of mortality. Tell us what you saw.
Yeah, it actually started with a smell. I went down to the beach to cool off because it was incredibly hot. And it just smelled like cooking shellfish, sort of rotten, putrid cooking shellfish smell. And that immediately triggered alarms for me. And I went and looked closer, and you can see in these images, mussels during low tide should be closed. They should be completely closed, and they are holding water in to sort of withstand the high temperatures. And these had just all of them that I was looking at had died. And you're seeing at the top of these rocks, all the mussels that were there died because
were
they
you
heated
just
up.
Completely shocked? Because looking at these pictures, I can't even believe what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I had been worried about the high temperatures because of the coincidence with the low tides, but I hadn't expected anything like this. These animals do experience high temperatures regularly. They're adapted to live in these sorts of conditions. But this was hotter than they could handle. They were just literally cooking on the rocks. Some of them up to 120 degrees measured.
So, Emily, what does this mean? I mean, when you see pictures like that, when you understand what's happening, what's the real world impact?
Right. So mussels are known as a foundation species, and they provide a lot of ecosystem services to the coastal communities. One of the things they do is provide habitat for a lot of other organisms. So we expect a lot of mortality associated with the loss of these mussels. They're also really important food for things that humans care about, things like crabs and other shellfish. And then finally, they filter a lot of water. So it's estimated that just one mussel can filter about 6 gallons of water per day. So when we think about a billion mussels, that's a billion gallons of water that aren't being filtered and cleared for things like eelgrass. So we really rely on those clear waters in these coastal communities.
Alyssa, if people are looking at this, if they're shocked by it as you were, fortunately, those of us who are just looking at the pictures can't smell what you smelled. What are the things that people can do and should be doing to address what this tells us is wrong?
I mean, this is a fundamental climate change issue. These animals can't move. This is where they live. And so unfortunately, the thing that needs to happen is we need to stop the progression of climate change in order to make this area livable for them. At the moment, one of the things you can do if you live in an area with a beach nearby is go down and take images and see if you see dead mussels. And that will give us more information about how many died during this event.
We only have 30 seconds left, literally, Emily, but is there one tangible thing you can say to people who are concerned about this that you can do this weekend, a change in your personal habits, for example?
Sure. Anything that would reduce carbon emissions. So, there's lots of things that we can do in terms of changing our daily habits, changing our travel plans, using less fossil fuels. And the other thing you can do is just support your local politicians, get involved locally and get involved nationally with our different policies.